folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to play Wingspan. Specifically, we're going to take a look at the Automa version of the game, which is the single-player variant in the rulebook. Admittedly, I've played this a couple of times on the digital version, and I would have showed you that today, but my migraine is warning me not to look at a computer screen right now. And I'm like, hey, well, I've got the tabletop game, let's go ahead and just use that. So, what you're looking at here is a standard, single-player Automa setup. You still got your dice tower here with the nice little bird feeder. There's 5 dice, which have already been rolled. I have all the cards up here, but I just took some from that as my draw deck. If I need more, I'll take it, but it's just there's so many cards in this game. And this is just the core game, mind you. I don't own the European or the Oceania expansion, or even Asia for that matter, yet. But I do own the European expansion for the digital. I'm hoping the Oceania comes out soon for that. I've got some spare eggs and some food tokens over there. I've already set up the game. I've got 5 cards that I can choose between, along with these 5 standard food tokens. I'm going to choose 5 of these 10 things, essentially, for setup. I've got my display over here in terms of like where I can take cards from, sort of like the store, whatever you want to call it. And then these are my 2 goal cards that I've drawn for myself, and I just need to figure out which one I like. And out of the 2 of them, I think I might want this one. It might be easier. What I like to do is look at the very bottom. It says 34% of cards, so birds with colors in their names. So I'm going to be on the lookout for those particular birds. This one only has 11% of cards, but it's 2 points per bird. So in the rare event I do get that, this would be better, but to be safe, I'm going to play the odds of it with photographer. So this is just discarded, and I'm going to keep that as my goal card for the game. I may acquire more, we'll see. There's a draw deck up here. The Automa stuff is all the way over here on the right-hand side. I'll try not to, reach over here too often, but I do have to draw cards from this Automa deck, and that's how the Automa or the AI works in this game. You draw from that deck, and there's 4 different things on it, and depending on the current round, you're going to do that thing. And it'll make more sense when I actually start drawing cards. There is the green end of round goals set up right here. I'm choosing to use the green side. I prefer the blue side, to be honest with you. The blue side is less competitive, but the green side, the manual recommends that I use the green so that it shows more interaction, whatever. But yes, so the round 1 goal is number of eggs in this particular bird nest type, I guess. So I'm going to try and get birds that match that symbol and put eggs in them and try and have the most. Now, according to the computer's end of round scoring for that particular thing, this is round 1, and I have to look for the right symbol, I guess. This says eggs in that thing. So it says here eggs in that thing, 1. So the computer's default count for this at the end of round 1 will be 1. So I'm going to try and get 2 eggs in a bird that has this if I can, although there is the possibility of adding the Automa adding bonus cubes via these draw cards to make this one increase to something higher. So I'm going to have to keep an eye on that as the round goes on. So I'm going to try and get 1 bird at least and put it and pile as many eggs on top of it as I can. The computer's or the Automa's goal card for this game is the Falconer, and this is, again, drawn at random. There are certain cards that it can't use, but if there's a percentage on the bottom, it can. So anytime this birds with a skull and crossbones power comes up, that may interact with certain instructions from these cards. The computer doesn't actually earn points for this at the end of the game, but it does tell you how certain interactions work when those cards come up. And it'll make sense again whenever we start doing it. All right, so let's go ahead and just dive right into it. Again, I have to pick 5 things out of here. And in order to keep this moving, I'm not going to read off every single card to you, but let's see here. We've got this Mountain Chickadee. The reason why this is catching my attention is because when activated, gain 1 wheat from the supply and cash it on this card. I like that. This is going to be a nice little point generator, and it has that symbol that I need. And the nice thing is it's for this biome up here, which allows me to, whenever I collect food, I can get more food the more cards I pile on that row. So I'm really considering keeping that one. This one has no ability, but it's 9 points, although it's the wrong type. And it's quite expensive. I may not keep this one. This one here is the American Kestrel. When activated, this is that skull ability that I was talking about. If this were out here in the card purchase row, then a certain card may come up to where they may be able to take it per their bonus card. But again, it's in my possession right now, so I don't have to worry about that. Roll all dice not in the bird feeder. If any are mice or rats, gain 1 mice or rat and cash it to this card. A lot of caching going on, but I am considering that just because, I don't know, it goes in this row, and that row helps me get eggs. This one down here. When played, lay 1 egg on each of your birds. I don't have a lot of birds right now, so I'm not keeping that, and I'm not keeping this. Then that leaves this one. When played, gain 3 wheat from the supply. It costs 2 wheat, actually. So, like, I'm really considering keeping this as well for an influx of wheat. That would also go into this row per this symbol, but it costs 2 wheat. So what I may do is I might keep these 3 cards and discard these 2, and then I can keep 2 food from this. Maybe I should discard... No, do I really want this? What about these bonuses over here? What are the... this round 2 is total number of birds. Okay, okay, that's not terrible. So I want low-costing birds, and this is pretty low-costing. This one is number of eggs in this row. And round 4's bonus is number of birds with this multi-egg symbol with eggs. That one, that's this here. But this is way down the line. I don't want to take too many cards all at once. I really want to keep this one, but I need some resources to actually pay for these 2 that I definitely want to keep. These 2 I'm definitely discarding. And I need, according to this, I need a rat or a mouse and a worm in order to get this card played. And that actually works toward this. So I need to keep these 2 for sure. So I may get rid of this one. Hopefully another card like it comes up. But I'm going to need the resources to pay for these cards immediately. So I can either use a green or a yellow for this. And then for this I need a green and a gray resource. So because I can't take 2 green resources in the beginning of the game, I'm probably going to use wheat for this card, and then these 2 have to be for this card. So I'm going to keep the wheat, the green worm, and the mouse. And I'm going to use rat and mouse interchangeably for this resource, just saying. And then these 2 I'm going to put back in the supply. So there's the 5 things that I've kept for my starting thing. Alright, so the human player always gets to go first, so I'm going to go ahead and just take my turn. I think I'm going to play a card immediately, and I think I'm going to play this guy when activated, because if I can play these quickly and then start gaining food, I can always, well, hopefully if there's wheat in the supply here, I can gain a token and then cash it and earn points throughout the game. So I'm going to try and play this as quickly as possible. So I'm going to play that to this row because it is a green forest. And I need to pay either a yellow or green. I'm going to pay the yellow because the green is needed for this card. So I'm paying that, and that goes here. Nothing else really to do. It just says when activated, when activated is whenever I take an action on this row, and then all the cards are activated from right to left. But playing a card is just playing a card. So I have to put one of my cubes up here to show that I've purchased a card there, and now I'm down to 7 actions for the remainder of this round. Now the computer is going to go by drawing one of the cards from the Automa deck. Now for the record, I took out the special card. I don't know if it's here. There's a special card that makes it more powerful. I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head. Here's the difficulty levels there in case you're wondering. It's the Automa Society card, whatever. I removed that from the deck because I like casual. I don't like overly difficult single player modes. I'm probably going to play on the Eaglet level, but it doesn't hurt just to try for normal. That's just the amount of points face down cards are worth at the end of the game for the computer. And he'll take those throughout the game, trust me. Okay, so we're going to draw a card from the Automa deck. We're going to see what it says. Oh, okay. This says remove after round 1. So, again, if there's only one thing on here, but this would just go on top of it like this to show, okay, we're in round 1, do this thing. And the reason why there's nothing else down here is because this is removed after round 1. So, this is saying that it wants to take a food, all food of a particular type from the array in this order. So it's going to look at mice first and go, okay, are there any mice in the array? Yes, there's one there. Okay, it's just going to take them and put them out of there. It doesn't gain any food tokens. It doesn't do anything like that. It just simply removes those things from the supply so that you can't have them. And it also adds this bonus cube to this round 1 tracker. So now this is 1 point plus his default for the end of round goal. So he's already like earning eggs toward this objective. All right, but that's it. That's all he does for this particular round. So I'm just going to put that maybe right there. And now it's back to my turn again. I am going to probably play this one. I'm going to put that right there. And I need a green and a rat. Whatever, a worm and a rat. And I'm going to put another cube up there. And again, this is when activated, so I don't really do anything with it right now, but when I do take eggs in the future, via this row, I'll be able to activate this. So we'll just do that there. And all right, but I've started to get the process of getting eggs so that I can get first place, possibly. We'll see how that goes. We're going to be competing to get the most eggs of this particular nest type. And I've got 2 birds with that symbol right now. So if I can get eggs on there, I should be okay. Anyway, so that was the second action for round 1. He's going to draw a card. And let's see. Okay, so again, we're in round 1. We don't technically need this to it's just a reminder, hey, we're in round 1, but we know we're in round 1. He's going to just take an egg from the supply, and that is worth 1 point at the end of the game. So I'm just going to sort of put that over there, and his turn is over. If this were round 2, 3, or 4, the actions would be different, and he would gain a cube toward his end of round goals, but it's round 1, so we don't have to worry about that. All right, so that is that, and now it's my turn again. I have no more birds. And I have no food, and I have no eggs. So I'm thinking I might want, well, let's see what's out here. Again, he earns, are there any, first of all, are there any birds out here that I may want? When activated, if this bird is to the right of all other birds, move it to another habitat. That's decent. It's also got this star nest symbol, which is like a wild, and it can go in any of the regions. The only downside is that by taking this, I'd have to take an action on this row, and there's no cards to activate here. I'd be taking that only. But, hey, if there's a card I could use, when played, draw 2 cards. This might be overkill at this point to take another bird with this particular symbol. I've already got 2 of them, so I'm not in a hurry to take that one. This spotted owl, draw 2 new bonus cards and keep 1. Okay, again, bonus cards. Speaking of bonus cards, what am I needing? Birds with colors in their names. I don't think spotted is considered a color, to be honest with you. Carolina wren and chimney swift. I've got American kestrel and mount. So I don't have any birds right now that have colors in their names. So these are nice. The Chimney Swift is what I'm looking at the most. And it needs 2 green worms in order to play it. And again, I can sort of move it around as I need to. I'm tempted to play this. But I also want to get as many things cached as possible. So I think I'm going to take a food. And because I think I'm going to take this... So I'm going to take this action here. So I'm just going to do that. And gain a food from the bird feeder. So whatever the rightmost empty action is, I can take that. Or leftmost, I'm sorry. Leftmost empty action is this one here because we covered that one up. So I can gain 1 food from the supply. So I think I'm going to take the worm only because these 2 need worms. My only concern is that this gets refreshed before I can do anything. But there is a grain in this supply. So I can take that and start caching immediately. So I'm going to go ahead and take this. And then I'll take the appropriate worm token. And now we work from right to left, activating these cards. When activated, gain 1 wheat from the supply and cache it on this card. So we're going to start earning points. At the end of the game, for every token I have cached on that card, I earn a point. So I'm going to try and get a lot of resources cached on that card if I can. But that's it. I've taken that action, I took my food, and now I've activated all my cards from right to left. So now it is the Automa's turn. We're going to go and draw another card. And we're in round 1. So it's going to take another food. And it's going to take, again, in this particular order. Right now, the next in line is this berry symbol. So I'm going to go ahead and just take that and remove that. And I think that's it. Also, activate all pink powers. Pink powers are powers that activate on other people's turns. So in a single player game, it seems like, well, there's no other players and the computer doesn't have any cards, so how are you supposed to activate pink powers? Well, this allows you to activate any cards that you have that might have a pink power on them. So that's all. There's nothing else really to do with that. And by the way, if you're ever curious as to what all the different iconography means, there are some guide cards in the game. Like here's the one that we just did. If all dice show the same face, re-roll all. Follow key left to right, match first face. So this is like a quick key on what all of these different symbols mean on the Automa cards, and that comes with the game. Okay, so the computer just went, and now it is my turn again. I gained this. I want some eggs for caching or for end of round goal purposes. Although I do want this Chimney Swift so I can move it around as needed. It also has that star symbol. And again, that star symbol is a wild for purposes of these end of round goals. I'm looking for that one and this one down here. Number of birds with this egg thing on it. If I grab this and play it and cache some eggs, that'll help me toward this round 4 end of round goal. I'm really tempted to take this card before the computer wipes this row out. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to play this row here, and there are no cards to activate. I just simply take a card, and that's it for me. I'm going to replace that, and that is the red-eyed... Oh, red. That's a card that would play toward my bonus. When played, play a second bird in your tree row. Pay its normal cost. I'm not really sure I like that one, to be honest, but it has that wild in it, which is super helpful. Anyway, so it's the computer's turn now. He's going to... okay, round 1, he's going to take an egg. And he's also going to add a blue cube to this, which is not good. Well, in this case, it's red. Okay. And that's it. He doesn't do anything else because we're only in round 1. Okay, back to me. I've got 4 more actions. I need to start putting eggs on here. I think, though, I may want to take this last food. It's a worm. So what I'm going to do is, I think what I'm going to do is take the food action here. And... okay. Yeah, I think it's smart. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Now, I can't remember the order. Forgive me, folks. I play this digitally, and sometimes I forget rules. I'm going to take this action, which allows me to take this from here to grab the green worm, which I need 2 of them for this card. Now I'm going to activate this. Now I'm pretty sure when this is empty, all of these are just automatically re-rolled. And if I'm wrong about that, I apologize. But again, I'm here to show off the game, not to get the rules 100% correct. But I'm going to activate this, and it says gain 1 wheat from the supply and add it to this card. So I'm going to take that and add that. Boom. All right, cool. So now it is the computer's turn. He's going to draw this, and he's going to take a face-down card from the deck, and this is for endgame scoring only. It doesn't matter what's on the reverse side. This is either going to be worth 3, 4, or 5 points, depending on the difficulty that you set. Again, I'm going to use 3 points, which is technically the easy mode, but that is for endgame scoring over there, and that's going to be that. You guys won't be able to see it, and he's also going to remove a cube from here, which is awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and just do that. Okay, and that is it for that. Okay. I need to start getting eggs here, but I also want to play this as soon as possible. Here's the thing. If I try to put this guy down in one of these 2 rows, I also need to pay an egg to get it out there. And I don't have any eggs right now. But I can put it here. And then when I take a card in the future, I can then move it somewhere else without having to pay the cost of the egg. That's a thought. Because I'm going to need new cards anyway. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do is, again, I've got 3 actions left. I feel like I need to start taking eggs sooner rather than later. Okay. Here's the thing. Roll all dice in the bird feeder. No, not in the bird feeder. Okay, so if I take eggs right now, I can just roll this 1 die, and if it's the rat symbol, which is like a 1 in 6, I'm going to want to wait until there's less dice in the bird or in this pool. But I kind of want to take... Oh, this is tough. Do I play this down here, or do I start gaining eggs? All right, I'm going to go ahead and start taking eggs for my end of round thing. I need at least 1 egg to even register any points over here. If you end up with 0 for this condition, you don't score any points. You don't get second place or even third, fourth, whatever. So I'm going to take some eggs for this row here, and I like the blue ones. And I can cash it on any ones that I want. This can hold 3, and this can hold 3. I'm just going to put 1 each. I don't know. I don't have any birds right now that can easily fill up eggs, so I'm just going to do that. And now I work backward from right to left. I can also spend a resource to get an additional egg, but I kind of need these 2 to play this. So now I'm going to roll all dice not in the bird feeder. And it is not the rat, so unfortunately that's not it. Alright, yeah, if any are rats, gain a rat and cash it on this card. So it's kind of a terrible rule, but, you know, a 1 in 6 chance, I kind of expected that. Okay, so I got my eggs, and now the computer is going to go. Again, we're in round 1. So he's going to take food in accordance to this order. So anything that show this multi-symbol here, which is this one, he will remove it. And also all pink powers will activate. I have no pink powers, so that's it for him. And now my turn. Oh, I forgot to assign that cube there to show that I've taken that action from the previous round. Okay, so I've got 2 eggs. He's got 1, 2. I'm going to take this action 1 more time to get more eggs. So I'm going to take 2 more eggs from the supply. I like my blue. I can't help it. You know, I should probably use a different color because that is like misleading because I am the blue, but I love the blue. And I'm going to activate this again because it works from right to left. And I'm hoping for a rat symbol, and I did not get one. Okay. And now the computer gets to go. So I'm going to draw that, and again, we're in round 1. Okay, so he's going to now play a bird, and to play a bird, he's going to look at these here, and if any of these conditions satisfy the bonus card that he was dealt at the beginning of the game, then he keeps the highest one, the highest point valued one. So let's take a look at these, and then he also just discards the rest. If there is none that satisfies, he'll just take a face-down card. None of these have that skull symbol, I believe. Like that little skull symbol. So he's going to discard all of these. And new ones are going to come out. He's just going to take a face-down one now for endgame scoring. And then we're going to refill the array. There's a card with a pink power on it, now that we know that they're in the Automa deck. This is once between rounds. When another player takes the gain food action, if they gain a number of rats, also gain 1 rat. So this allows me to, if I play this, essentially put a rat token on this card, essentially. Because it's always successful. When you play a pink power, it's always successful. At least that's how I looked at it anyway. This is the black turn. The black has a color in it. Awesome. Draw 1 card. If you do, discard 1 from your hand at the end of your turn. I kind of like that because it's also wild. And it has the keyword color there. And yeah, I kind of am going toward that. Also, this Bobo Link. When played, lay 1 egg on each of your birds with this particular nest type. Kind of weak in my opinion. But again, this symbol is needed for round 4. We'll see how this goes. All right. So we're back to me. I've got 1 action. I need to figure out and do some maths. I got 2 birds here with these symbols. And I've got 4 eggs total. He has a base value of 1 plus a red cube. So he's got 2, in theory, 2 birds with that symbol with eggs on them. So I'm beating him 4-2. I don't think I need more eggs at this point. So what I may do is, for my last action, play this bird here and then move it later to a different row when I activate this. So I'm going to play this here. So play a bird. I'm going to pay 2 of my green worms for that. And that's all I can do. And this is a when activated, not when played, so I really can't do much with that. Lastly, he's going to draw a card. And he's going to gain an egg for end of round score, or for end of game scoring. And he removes a cube from here. Awesome. All right. So he's going to take another egg. So he's got 3 eggs over here. But that's it. That ends the first round. So let's go ahead and compare scores. He has a base value of 1 for round 1's condition. So, and I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I have this 2 birds with this symbol as needed here. So he is in second place, and I'm going to take one of mine, and I'm in first. And at the end of the game, we'll get points for these. This is worth 4, and that's worth 1 point. Okay, so now I get my action cubes back, and I have to now remove the round 1 card that I saw earlier. I think there's only 1 of them in here. Yeah, this one. And if we deal more, we'll just go ahead and just discard it and then draw a new one. But I'm going to go ahead and take these, shuffle them up, and there's only like 9, 10 cards, something like that. All right, so there's that. Let's just make sure, because again, I'm used to the digital version. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. We score the end of round goals. It shows us how to score the end of round goals. Then up here, adjust the Automa deck, which we've done. Place end of round scoring goal. Place the end of round goal for the next round. Yep, okay. So all it's saying is we're in round 2. So I'm going to flip this card over to show that we're in round 2. So that whenever we draw a card, we know to activate the second row. Again, this is more of a reminder. We really don't need it, but so it goes. So we've got 7 actions now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 for round 2. We always lose an action with every future round because supposedly our engine is getting better. So I guess my question is, what am I going to do? I kind of want to play this to get a card. This black turn is looking interesting to me for the points and for this here. For round 2, however, total number of cards. I guess I should look at that. I've got 3 birds. His base value, this is round 2. So total, he has 5 total birds. So I need 5 or better. Either I need to tie him, so I need to play 2 birds this round. Plus any cubes that he might get. I might actually lose this one. Okay, so somehow I need to play at least 2 birds this round. I need some really low costing cards. That needs 2 resources. this needs either... Okay, I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to play the take a card action. I'm going to take this card and add it to my hand, refresh the array, and now I'm going to activate that. When activated, if this bird is to the right of all the other birds in the habitat, move it to another habitat. I'm going to move it up here so that when I play the take a food action in the future, I can grab 2 food rather than just 1. Of course, I can discard a card if I want to take more, but this is just more powerful. Always get 2. So I'm going to do that. And that's it for me. So now it is the Automa's turn. Again, he's in round 2. He's going to draw 2 eggs and remove a cube, which he does not have. So he's just going to get 2 eggs added to his final score there. And that's it for that. All right, moving on to me. I need resources now. And here's the thing, though. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a food action, and I get 2 food from this. What I am going to do is I'm going to take this as my first one and get a rat. Now, for my second one, what I can do is, because all of the food is the same here, I can opt to reroll everything. And my goal is to try and get a wheat so that this activates. So I'm going to throw all that into that. Perfect. Okay, so I need for my second food take, I need either a green worm or a fish. I'm going to take, it doesn't matter. I'm going to go ahead and take the worm. No, the fish is more rare, actually. Do I want the fish? Yeah, I'll take the fish. Why not? I'll take the fish. The fish has not seen any love this game yet. And then this, if this is to the right, I can now move this. If this bird is to the right of all of the birds, move it to another habitat. So I have to do that. I may move it here. That way, if I take eggs in the future, I'll be able to take 3 instead of just the 2. Putting it down here doesn't really do much for me. I'm still going to only take 1 card. So I'm going to be bouncing it back and forth, I think, between these 2 things. Okay. And I have to also now activate this one, because I activated this one, moved it down here, and now I'm going to activate this one. If there is a wheat in the supply, which there is, I will cash that onto that card. All right, it is now the Automa's turn. Let's go ahead and draw. Again, we're in round 2. He's going to take a face-down card and add a cube to his final score, or for the round 2 score. So he gets a face-down card, and he's going to add a cube for round 2. Simple. Back to me. I kind of want to play this down here to get these birds going. That really doesn't do a whole lot. When activated, draw a card. If you do, discard 1 from your hand at the end of your turn. I wonder what happens if you have no cards at the end of your turn. Can you then still play this? I'd have to look that up, but I'm not going to worry about that now. Part of me wants to play this so that I can now possibly move this down here to get 2 on a future draw. Or do I take... Is there a card here that I would really want to take and take... Do I take another card? I've got a fish, which I'll be using for that. And I've got a rat. Is there a rat that I could possibly use here? This one has a rat already on it, and I just need another green one. And this is a pink power. This symbol doesn't really help me at all. Yeah, so maybe not. It's just a shame that I don't want that going to waste. This is a when played, and I just need 3 resources of any type. That could be useful. That symbol matches this symbol, and it's also 6 points, but it's also a very expensive card, and I'm trying to get cheap ones for end of round, or end of round 2. This stinks. This really stinks. Okay, well, let's just keep the game moving. Maybe they'll clear all of this later. I'm going to play a card. I'm going to play this black turn to the water row, because the matching symbol. And I have to pay either a fish or a green worm to do that. So that goes there. And that's it for me. And now the computer goes. All right, so round 2, he gets 2 eggs and adds another. I think I'm going to lose this round's bonus. So he gets 2 more eggs. He's getting a lot of eggs. I'm not liking that. And a blue, cube. So he's up to 7 birds. Although, if I remember reading the rulebook correctly, he can never have more than 5. Let me check on that. I don't know if that's in here or if that's in the rulebook. Okay. I could have sworn it was in here somewhere. It's game end, Automa track. I could have sworn there was something in here about him not having more. Yeah, the Automa cannot exceed 5 birds for the birds in a specific habitat goal. Oh, but it doesn't say more than 5. It's just number of birds. It's not 5 in a particular row. So he does have a total of technically 7 birds right now, because round 2, base of 5 plus 2 is 7. There's no hope for me, I don't think, but I can hope. So he got his 2 eggs, he added a cube, and now it is my turn. I played a card, didn't I? So I have to put this up here. All right, so now I've got 5 more actions. Do I take more eggs? I don't think I need more eggs. I need to play cards, which means I need more food. This allows me to get 1. If I do take 3 eggs, I can bounce this back up here and then take food next time. So that's a possibility. I kind of want to bounce this back and forth. Having a lot of eggs would be nice. I'm going to take this action here and take 3 eggs. So I'm out of blue, so I'll just do 3 eggs. Maybe I'm going to put 2 over here because I'm going to need this for the last round. And 1 is just, and then 1 for the chimney swift. And that's going to be moving as well. So now this activates. I should do that. I'm going to move it up here so I can take a more powerful food action later. And then this activates, which is roll all dice not in the feeder. If any of them are rats, then I get to cash it. Nope. Okay. I never roll rats when I need to. Of course there's 1 there. Anyway, so that's it. We gained some eggs, we moved our chimney swift up there, and now the computer gets to go. Alright, for round 2, he's going to get 2 eggs, and he gets to remove a cube. Okay, maybe we will catch up, but he's gaining eggs at an alarming rate. I don't like that. Okay. I may need to get more eggs out of the bag, because I didn't think the computer was going to take that many. Alright, there we go. Hey, I got more blue eggs. Okay, anyway, so it is my turn. I am going to take food, probably. If I take these 2, then I'm guaranteed to get 1 for this card, but I don't need another rat. I would prefer wheat or something different. So maybe I take these 2 and then re-roll this last one and hope for a wheat symbol. There's a good chance. So, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and take food. I'm going to take these 2, and that would be yellow and green. It's fish. All right, and as we move left, I'm going to, because this is the last one in here, I'm going to do that. Awesome. Okay, we barely made it. So this is now going to move to a different row. I'm going to move it. I'm going to move that here, actually, so I can draw more cards in the future. And this one activates. I'm going to take a grain. There's a grain/worm from the supply. And that goes on here. I need more of those tokens too, probably. All right, so I think we're good there. And I took food, so that action is recorded there. And all right, so I think that's good. Computer, let's see what you get. He just takes a face down card and gets 3, 4, 5 points based on difficulty. All right, simple enough for round 2. With 3 cubes remaining, I need to play more birds, but I need cards. I'm going to go ahead and play the take some cards action, and I think I want the whooping crane for its points, and when played, draw 2 bonus cards. That's kind of risky because you never know what you're going to get from that. And it's also 3 resources. I can always take them face down. This is just take rats as they come up, but when am I ever needing rats? This guy is lay 1 egg on each of your birds with that particular... He's not all that interesting to me either. So I'm going to take this one for sure. And for my second card, I think I'm going to take it face down because I don't like those other ones. The face down card is the Juniper Titmouse. And when activated, gain a grain from the supply and cash it. Ooh, another cash card. Okay. I want to get that out there as quickly as possible, I think. And it has the resources I need. Well, anyway, so we move from right to left. I'm going to move this guy back up here to try and get more food later. This one activates. Draw 1 card. If you do, discard 1 card from your hand at the end of the round, or at the end of the turn. So I will draw a card, and it is the Cerulean Warbler. When played, draw 2 new bonus. It's not bad. It's cheaper than the Whooping Crane. It's worth fewer points. I kind of like the idea of getting more bonus cards. It doesn't matter, does it? And this is cheaper. You know what? I might keep this one. So I'm going to, at the end of the round, discard. I might as well just do it now so I don't forget. Because it pretty much is the end of my turn anyway. So that was that one, and now... Yeah, that's it. Okay, so the computer gets to go. And for round 2, he's going to take a bird with the skull power. Oh, we've got to refresh. Skull, no skull. Okay, no skulls anywhere on here. So he's going to discard this entire row, and he's going to take a face down one. And I'm going to refresh those. 1, 2, 3. And he gets to add a cube. Whew, man. I'm screwed on that one. This is 5 and that's 2, so he's going to get 3 points on me here probably. All right, I've got 2 left. I kind of want to play these cards immediately. I love this idea, though, because I can cash even more if they're out here. And unfortunately, there's none out here right now. What I could do in the future is take these 2, and then because these 2 are the same, refresh the array so that hopefully more grain comes out. So I'm probably going to play this one first. I will have to spend an egg. Now, here's the problem. If I play that now, that traps my Chimney Swift, and it will no longer move. So maybe I take food first, and then play that later. Interesting. I don't want to trap, because this guy is nice. I can do a lot of cool things with it. So what I may do instead is I might just take food and try and guess what I might need. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take food, and I'm going to take a green, because I need the green for this card. And I might actually take another green, because there's really all of these. I could take a fish. I've got no fish. Or any of these. No, none of these. These are yellow, green, green. I'm going to take another green. And... oh, no. But if I do that, then there's no wheat for it to take. Crap. I might just have to accept the fact that I'm not going to cash a point on that. Okay, well, that's fine. I'm going to take 2 food. This guy's going to move. I'm going to move it down. Maybe eggs? Yeah, I think I'm going to do eggs again. Because I'm going to need them to put more cards down later. And now activate this. Gain 1 wheat from the feeder, from the supply. Oh, this is from the supply and cash it on this card. It doesn't say that I need one. Maybe I misread that. What's this one say? This one says gain 1 from the supply and cash it on this card. Huh. I have to wonder if I have to have it in the bird feeder. It doesn't say bird feeder, it says supply. So in theory, I should be able to just keep collecting these without needing the grain in there. All right, well, I'm going to do this. Just in the event I'm wrong, I'm going to just put this pile off to the left as a reminder. I may not have earned that, but if it makes or break the end game, we'll see. All right, so I did that, moved this guy, did that, and yeah, took food. Computer, let's see. Round 2, he gets to take a bird again. All of these are going to get wiped. No skull, no skull, no skull. So all of these are gone. He's going to take a face down card, and new ones come out. All right. Last action for me. I may just want to play a bird and try and get 5. Although I have now, he's going to win on this regardless. So what am I going to want here? If this is true, gain 1 from the supply and cash it on this card. I'm going to want as many of these out as possible. I'm just going to earn as many points as I can. I'm going to play the Juniper Titmouse here. I have to pay an egg to do that. I'm going to take it off of these guys because these symbols are no longer needed. I do need eggs on these star ones for the round 4 bonus. I'm going to pay an egg because that's needed up here, and I also need to pay a green and a yellow. And that's that. And now that was my that, and now the computer gets one last turn. He's going to take food and then activate all pink powers. So he's going to take all red. Nope. He's going to take all mice. So there's that. And then if I remember correctly, was that before or after? If all dice show the same face, reroll all, but that is done before taking. Okay, but so when I go to roll, I have the option to remove those anyway. Okay, anyway. So that ends the current round, and that goes over here. I had no pink powers to activate. So now I'm in a much worse situation. I've got 5 total birds. And he's got 5 plus 2 is 7. So he's going to get first place, and I'm going to get second place. Not great for me. Okay, so we are back here. I get these. I have 6 action cubes now for the 3rd round. Speaking of 3rd round, I don't even know why I'm doing this anymore, but here's round 3. Put that there. And those come off there. And yep, now I have to shuffle these up. Now there should be a round 2 in here, like a discard a round 2, possibly. Yep, remove after round 2. So he's going to remove this from the game, and that's that. All right, so now I have to shuffle these up. All right, let's go ahead and put that right there. Okay, I can't tell who's winning at this point. I'm not liking the fact that he's got so many eggs that you guys can't see over there. For my first action, I really want to get this guy out here. The 3rd round is number of eggs in this row. So getting this guy out here and adding more eggs to this would be great. By default, for round 3... number of eggs in green. Okay, so he has 7. His base is going to be 7 plus whatever red cubes he has. That's round 4. My bad. Round 3 is 5. Okay, for a minute that was a little bit better. So for round 3, he has a base of 5 eggs in that row, and then it's going to be plus whatever red cubes he earns from this. So I need to get maybe 6, 7 eggs out there. I've got 3 there, 3 there that I could add. I've got 2 already. So I'm going to have to take this action a couple of times at least. And then get this guy out here, I can add 2 more eggs to that card. So I think for my first action, I'm going to play... I don't have the resources, though. Okay, so I'm going to have to do the take a food action, probably. And yeah, I'm going to take the food action. I'm going to... opt not to take this. I'm going to reroll everything. And I keep forgetting I've got that. Okay. So now I can take 2 food from here. What am I going to want? I need a wheat. I'm going to take that one. And there's that. And I get to take a second one. I kind of want another wheat, but I also want another green one. I've got a lot of green. I don't have any red berries, and I don't know if I'm going to need any. None of these cards out here need a red berry. This is when activated, gain a lot of cash cards. It's not the right symbol, but I kind of want it. Maybe I should take another green one. I'm going to take a green one. Okay. Now we work from right to left. Gain one wheat from the supply and cash it on this card. Again, I'm not going to do bird feeder anymore. I think I misunderstood that before. I'm just going to roll with it. And I'm going to need a lot more of these wheat tokens or grain tokens from the bag if I'm going to keep doing this. So there's that. I may have to like substitute other tokens as necessary. All right, so from right to left, I added one there and one there. Forgive me. There we go. All right, so that was action number 1, and the computer will now go. We're in round 3. He is going to take a card from the array and add a cube to his end of round goal. Are any of these skulls? No. But because of that, he's going to wipe everything. Of course he is. I wanted that one card. And he gets a face down one. And that's it. And I have to replace these. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if I'm going to make this personal goal that I've caught. I need 4 birds with colors in their names. I've got black tern. That's it. Chestnut collared. I don't think that's color either, but I could be wrong about that. Yeah, all right. I have a feeling I'm not going to make that at all. Well, I still want to play this. It's green and yellow. So I'm going to play this card up here. It's going to cost me 1 egg. Again, I'm going to take from birds I no longer need eggs on. Actually, no. I need eggs on this row. So I'm going to take from this one instead. And when played, I also have to turn in green and yellow for that. It says, when played, draw 2 bonus cards and keep 1. So let's draw 2 and hope that these are better than what I've got. Birds with these particular nest types. Well, I may have a lot of stars. I've got 1, 2, 2. I've got 2, which is, and I don't have any of these. So what's this one? Birds with body parts in their name. Body parts include beak, belly, bill, breast, cap, chin, collar. Oh gosh, American black chimney. Nope. Mountain. Nope. Juniper. And what is that? Cerulean. Oh gosh, both of these are awful. I have a better chance with this platform builder, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this one and discard this one. Okay. Now we work from right to left. I'm going to take 1 from the supply and cash it. 1 from the supply and cash it. And that's going to be my moneymaker right here, I think. All right. The computer is going to, for round 3, take food from here, starting with the berries. So he's going to take all of that and activate all pink powers. Luckily, yeah, there's no pink powers, but that's it. I got lucky that turn. For me next, I kind of need cards, but I also need eggs. I can take this and then move this maybe down here to take more cards later. Northern chestnut. Wasn't chestnut one of the ones that I needed? Yeah, chestnut. Okay, so if I can get chestnut, that would work toward that bonus. And then I can draw 2 more bonus cards with this. That's not terrible. This is worth 0 points. When activated, draw 2 cards. If you do, discard 1 from your hand at the end of your turn. It also has that nest type on it. This could be a nice cheap one to play to help me get this one done. I'm tempted to do that. So if I take eggs and then move this down here, I could then take this next turn and hopefully grab these 2. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do the take egg action, and I'm going to take 3 eggs, and they should all go on this row because end of round scoring. So that's 3 there, And now we work from right to left. Chimney Swift I'm going to put down here so I can draw 2 cards. This one is roll all dice not in the bird feeder. And if any are, let's see. Nope. No freaking rats. Okay, well, typical. All right, well, that's it for me. The computer is now going to go. For round 3, he's just going to take a face down card. And that is that. So 3 points for him, if we honor the easy difficulty setting. Next, I'm going to do the take some cards, I think. So I'm going to take this, and I want these 2 cards. 1, 2. Even though this is expensive, and this is like, resource-wise, I mean, this is great. I love this. I mean, I like this. The chestnut will help me with this photographer. No. Yeah, photographer? Yeah. And this is the pied build grib. This will help me with this one. So, do I take both of these? This one is just, when activated, lay 1 egg on this card, but it's super expensive. Yeah, I might just take these 2 and work toward these. And I took that action. And I'm going to refresh the array. And now we work from right to left. I'm going to bring this one back here so I can get 3 more eggs when I take this action again. I could go 1, 2, 3 with it, and that'll max out my eggs for that row. And now this one is, when activated, draw 1 card. If you do, discard 1 from your hand. All right, yes, definitely draw. Maybe we'll get something good and throw one of these away. It's another star one. That's awesome. And it only needs a fish. I need a fish, though. Draw 1 card. If you do, discard. Okay, so it's kind of similar, but I want that star. So I'm going to keep this, and I'm not going to keep, as much as I want more bonus cards, this is just really expensive. So at the end of my turn, I'm going to discard that one and just keep that. These are both water birds. Okay, I think that's it. All right, so his turn. He's done 3. 1, 2, 3. Actually, did I forget to do an action somewhere? Oh, I forgot. I played a bird, didn't I? No, I didn't play a bird. I'm missing... He's got 3 cards here, which means that... and I have 3 action cubes, so I missed an action somewhere. I just don't remember from where. Maybe I took food twice and don't remember. All right, well, I'm going to put it there for now, just in case. I could have sworn maybe I played a bird. Yeah, I think I played this one. That should be up here. And yes, I took an egg. I remember now. I took an egg from here. All right, anyway. So I have 2 actions left. All right, so for his turn, he's got for round 3, remove a cube and draw a face-down card. Remove a cube and take a face-down card. Why is this over here? I took from the wrong thing. There we go. Yeah, I gave him a face-down bonus card for whatever reason. Okay, fatigue. All right, for my turn, I want to get more eggs for the end of round goal. If I can get, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And he's got a total of 5. Yeah, I think I may want to just get that done. I need fish for this. So, goodness. How am I going to play this? Because in theory, if I play this, I can then move this up here, and that counts as an egg for end of round as well. And I can take 3 food from the supply later. I kind of like that idea. So, I think what I'm going to do, I mean, I could play this right now and put this out. But that doesn't help me get the eggs I need for that row. And this is a when activated. And it's 0 points. Okay, well, let's take the egg action. And I'm going to take 3 eggs. So 1, 2, 3. I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3. That completely fills up that row. We're going to work from right to left. I'm going to move this up here to guarantee our egg count. And now this one is roll all dice not in the bird feeder. Of course, all All worms. All worms. I did not get any mileage out of this card whatsoever this entire game. So that was a food action, or the egg action, rather. And now, computer gets to go. He's going to take a card and add a cube. So, are any of these no skull, no skull, no skull? All of these goes away. He's going to take a face down one, and new one comes out. Wild turkey, black skimmer, and western tanager, whatever. Okay, so there's that. And, oh, he has to add a cube, I think. Was it? Yeah. He adds a cube. Not that it matters. I've got more than him. And for the last action, I kind of want to get... it's either I go for food, or because I kind of want to roll more to get more rats if I can, but I think I need to start playing cards as much as possible. I might go with this guy. When activated, draw 2. If you do, discard 1 from your hand at the end of your turn. And it's 0 points, but it does help me draw more cards in the future. I'll no longer have to bring him down here to guarantee this. I can just bounce him back and forth between these two rows. So I might do that for the sole purpose of trying to help me with this particular objective. So I'm going to have to pay 1 green for that. It's either a green or a fish. It's either a green worm or a blue fish. I'm just going to put that out there and be done with it. And I think that's it for me. And that was play... Oh, I have to pay an egg. I'm going to pay an egg from here, although... yeah, it just says birds with at least 1 egg on it. I don't want to take from here. I could take from here. And, I mean, I know I've got the resources. Because if I take from here, that's a star. I need that for round 4. So, although I just need 1 egg on that bird. I don't need 2. I don't think it matters. 5. He's got 6, and I've got 9. Yeah, I'm just going to take from here. There's no way in heck he's going to catch up to me. So I'm just going to take the egg from there to pay for this as well as the green worm that I already paid. And that's it. And now he's going to take his last turn, which is gain 2 eggs and add a cube. Nasty. All right, 2 eggs and add a cube. Okay, so that should be it for round 3. We're almost done. Now we compare here. He's got 7. And again, that comes from round 3. And that was, which one are we on? Here, eggs in the green row. So eggs in green row, base is 5 plus 2, 7. He's got 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8. So I beat him there. And this is going to flip to round 4. My cube will go in first place, and one of his cubes will go in second. All right, so we're flip-flopping back and forth there in terms of competition. The rest of my action cubes come back to me. I've got, what, 5 action cubes for this round? It's going to be a very quick round. And I think, yeah, let's see if there's a round 3 card to discard in here. Yes, remove after round 3. Let's get out of there. Okay, we're going to shuffle these bad boys up and hope for the best. This is going to be a little tight, but we'll see how that goes. All right, 5 rounds left in the game. I feel like I need to double down on eggs. I feel like I've not done anything to complete either of these, and that is concerning to me. I need to get this star out here. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I put this out here quickly, I could then put eggs on it to help me complete this objective for 4 points at least. This one, this whole birds with colors in their names, I would need 4 of them. I honestly don't think I have that. Pied Bill, no. Yeah, black, that's 1. That's the only one that I've got. Yeah. Okay, well, I definitely want to, I need a fish. So I definitely need to get this out here. I could take more resources, but I only have 5 rounds left. Do I just concentrate on eggs, maybe? I because I could play this right now with these 2 resources, and then just add eggs for the rest of the game, and just try and do that. That would be 4 points, 3 points, 3 points, 3 points, and so on. I'd want to get this one down here to do that regularly. The only downside is 3 eggs, 2 eggs. I'd have to continuously move this guy. Is there a card out here that I can quickly play to get some easier points out of this? Wild Turkey is 8 points, but it's a lot of resources that I don't have. 2 fish. It has a skull ability on it. I don't like that. He could take that and get 6 points. I may take cards just to prevent him from getting this. And then this one is, Worm Berry. I just have to hope he doesn't take a card, because I'm kind of screwed if he does. Okay, you know what? Let's get this guy out here, and to do that, I'm going to need resources. I can either take resources. I am going to take resources. Reason being, that way I can move him down here and then get eggs for my next turn. So I'm going to take some resources. The thing is, none of these are good. These are all the same, I think. Yeah, there's 2 green. Although I think this counts as its own. I may have to bite the bullet and take a yellow for this. Do I take a yellow or a green from this die? I'm going to take the yellow, I think. And yeah, I'm going to take the yellow from that one. But I also get 2 more food. I'm going to re-roll these. Although, do I want a worm? No, I need fish. So I'm going to do that. You got to be kidding me with these rats. You've got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. At the entire game, you've got it. And then no fish. I'm going to have to give up 2 to play this in the future. All right, 2. Let's just take 2. Let's do the berry, because I don't have a berry. And let's take the... this is more common, the grain. So I'm going to take the wheat, the grain, whatever. All right. That's my 3 food. This guy's going to move down here. We're going to activate that, which is nothing. That was only a wind blade. We're going to cache food, and we're going to cache food. 1, 2. And I think that's it. And that was the gain food action. All right, moving on. Let's see. For round 4, he's going to take a face-down card and take a cube. Not great. Number of birds with that... Yeah, I need to get eggs out here as quickly as possible. He also gets a face-down card. And that's that. Okay. I need to get this out here, and I need to get eggs played. So for the last 3 turns of the game, I think I just need to play a bunch of egg actions. I'm going to play... taking that wasn't necessary, probably, but I did want to cash more points there. So I'm going to play this at the cost of 1 egg. So I'm going to have to take from, preferably not a star one. I guess I'll take from here. And I need to pay 1 fish. So I have to take 2 of something. At this point, it doesn't matter. I'm going to use the rat and one of these. That's fine. Because you can pay 2 of anything to pay for 1 of... Or you can use 2 of anything to pay for 1 of something. So I did that, and this is now out. And now the computer gets to go. I did that. Next is take another card face down and remove a cube. Okay. He's going to be getting a lot of face down points. It's going to come down to that. And he removes 1. Okay. Eggs, eggs, eggs. This is where it's going to be. The downside is this guy's going to be constantly moving. So I'm going to take this action here. And, I'm going to take this action here and get 3 eggs. And I need to add them to birds with the multiple egg symbols, this one. But I don't think I have any of those. I just have a bunch of those stars. Yeah, so I need to put them on the stars where possible. So I'm going to go 1, 2, and 3. Okay, that one's maxed out as well. Okay, and now we go from right to left. This one is going to move, I guess, up here. I guess. It doesn't really matter at this point. I'm just going to take a lot of eggs for the rest of the rest of the game. I get to roll 2 dice. Can I get lucky with these rats? No. Even though I rolled a bunch there. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not mad. Okay. Round 4. He's going to take 3 eggs and he gets a cube. There's that. And 3 eggs. 1, 2, 3. Yikes. Okay. I may not win this one. I'm going to do eggs again to take 2 more eggs and then do this. 2 more eggs. Again, it's based... I want to put them on stars where possible. But it looks like they're all filled up. Are they all filled up? Darn. Maybe I should put eggs on here to satisfy something else that might need it. It's points at the end of the game. This is 2 points here. Yeah, I have really no choice at this point. I just need as many points as I can. I'm going to put 2 there, roll some dice, give me some rats. 2 rats! Awesome! If any are rats, gain 1 rat, and gain 1. Now I got 1 usage out of this. And now we're done. All right, he is going to take a face-up card. That is what I didn't want. He is now going to take this because there's a skull effect. That's 6 points. That may have just lost me the game. We'll see. And then the rest of these are discarded. He does not get a face-down card because he took a face-up one. Lastly, again, just more eggs. I'm going to, for my last action, lay more eggs. And 1, 2. I'll just put 1 there. I don't think it matters. Are all my stars filled up? That's all I care about. I'll put 1 there. That's 3. Okay. Good enough. Good enough. And now he gets to go 1 last time. And it is gain 3 eggs and remove a cube from that. So he's going to remove a cube and get 3 eggs. 1, 2, 3. And then I'll move all this stuff over so you can see it eventually. But that is it. That is the end of the game. Now let's compare our round 4 stuffs. Birds with the... Again, stars work as well. I don't have any of that, but I have stars. I've got 1, 2, 3. But it's not number of eggs. It's just number of birds. And his base value for that is probably way more than that. For round 4, birds with this. It's 3. Interesting. So we tied, actually. Huh. So he's got 3. He has no red cubes. So we tied 3-3. And I think we both earn points for that. So we tie for first. Which isn't terrible. If I had 1 more card, I could have beaten him. 1, 2, 3. All right. So now I look at my bonus cards to see if I earned anything. Birds with colors in their names. No, not going to happen. Birds with this particular nest type. I've got 4. I've got 3 wild. 1, 2, 3. And then this one at 0 points. It's 4. So I'm going to get 4 points for that. So I at least get 4 for that. Okay, and the computer... I'm going to need some paper. I forgot that there is a scoring aspect to this. There we go. All right, let's grab a pen. Of course, there's none around when I need one. Let's hope that this one works. Okay. All right, so we got V. We've got Automa. Okay, so birds. Was there anything else I missed? I don't think so. Birds. Okay, so for birds, 2, 4, 6, that's 10, 13, 18, 22, 0. So 27 points for birds. And I'll count his up in a separate way, I guess. Well, you know what? For birds, he's going to earn 3 points for each of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We'll do times 3 for right now. It's 36. And then we'll add a 36. 12 times 3 is 26. Plus 6 is 42. Eesh. He destroyed me in that category, but I'm hoping that I'll make up for it in other ways. Now, he doesn't have any bonus cards to worry about. Like, he does not count this at the end of the game. So maybe I can make up for it, but I got 4 points there. Yay, 4 whole points. End of round goals. Let's go ahead and count that up real quick. I got 4, 2, that's 6, plus 6 is 12, plus 7 is 19. And he got 1 plus 5 is 6, plus 3 is 9, plus 7 is 16. So I beat him by 3 points there, barely. Eggs. Oh, boy. Okay, I think he's going to win this, to be honest. I thought I had more points than this, but look at all these eggs. I'm screwed. Let's do 5 there, then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 17 eggs. He's got 17 points. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. All right, I thought I did worse than that, but he still beat me by 1 point in the egg department. Food on cards, that's the only way I can win this now. There's 3 on this one. There's 4, 7, and assuming we count, that's 11. So we've got 11 total points there. I still think he's going to win because of all of that up there. That 6-pointer may have done it. So 42 plus 16 is, I can do math, 58. And then 58 plus 17 is carry the one, that's 5. And then that's 75, I believe, if I added that correctly. Minus 20, so it's 31. 31 plus 19 is 50. That's 66. And then 66 plus 11 is 77. Did I win by 2? On easy, mind you. If I did my math correctly, I won by 2 points on easy. Very close. There's no way I was going to win on normal or the more difficult version. So there you go, folks. That was the Wingspan Automa playthrough. I probably got a rule wrong or two, but again, I'm here to spread awareness, and if you like what you see here, feel free to subscribe to me on Twitch and YouTube. That way you can stay up to date with any new content I happen to publish. This is Vince. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys next time. Take care.